guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a requested video. I am going to be doing an eye tutorial creating the purple smoky look that I used when I was reviewing the Makeup Revolution 35 Amplified palette in Dynamic. Now this is the palette right here, just in case we have forgotten. Ta-da! So lots of beautiful purple shades in there, all ranging from your shimmers right up to your mattes, and we've got everything from monochrome, we've got mattes, shimmers, and like I says, not only have you got your vibrant purples, but you've got your darkers and you've got your purple mauves going on in there. This palette is an amazing palette, £15 from Superdrug, and the shadows are pigmented, they're creamy, buttery, they just apply well and they blend really well. So if you want to see this eye look, then keep on watching. Okay guys, so we're back and looking glamorous as ever. I have a little bit of sellotape on each side. Now ideally you want to be using makeup tape or something like that, because sellotape has the tendency when you take it off after you've created your eye look to sometimes lift up your concealer and foundation. Now I only have my foundation on at the moment. I've not done my concealer yet because I knew this was going to happen, so I'm going to rectify all that at the end. Or you can even create your eye look first before you apply your foundation, which is generally what I do, but I'm just doing it this way today. So I'm going to start off with a really fluffy brush, and I'm just going to go in there with more of a lighter shade. So I'm just going to lay down a base. So I'm just going to use this white ivory, and I'm just going to put that pretty much all over the lid. I've already primed my eyes as well with the Avon primer, and that's just in light beige. It just helps the eyeshadows to adhere and keeps them on your eye longer. Okay, so just creating that base. Like I said, you're not going to pick that up on camera. It really does nothing. For me, I just like to add a little bit of a base after my primer, again just for the eyeshadows to stick. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start going into the crease by building up some colour. So I'm not going to go with an ultraviolet purple to start. I'm obviously going to go with something a little bit deeper, maybe a little bit more pinky as well. So I'm going to go in with this little shade over here. So again, it's got your purple undertone, but there's also pink in there as well. And it's just nice for going in the crease because you could build your colour. Going in there too dark, you're going to have to work really hard to get it blended out. Whereas building your colour, you've got more chance of it working out okay. Sometimes though, if you are creating a big bold look, you can go in your crease with a really dark shade, especially if you're doing sort of like a cut crease, because having that dark underneath is just lovely. But for me, I always build my colour up. So all I'm going to do is just going through the crease, and then I'm flicking out towards the end, just basically following your crease line and then just taking it out to the very edge. It just creates that nice sharp line. Now once I've laid down the shadow there, generally what I do is I take a clean fluffy brush and I'll just go over the lines. All I'm really doing with that is just making sure all the lines are just really seamless and everything blends in together. The last thing you want is eyeshadows that just look really disconnected and just don't look like they're working together. Okay, so moving on from that, we have used this one just for going for the crease. So I'm going to go in with this one here, and again, just build up from the corners coming in. I'm not going to be taking it right into the inner corner. So I'm just using the same fluffy brush to go in with that shade. And I'm going to start with outer corner, and then we're going halfway. So basically all you're going from here is here, and then you can always use your fluffy brush to smoke it more into your inner. I just think, I don't know, for me it just makes all the colours work really well together and just look really seamless. So again, same with the other eye. I'm only going in halfway and I'm pulling this out in the other corner. You have to excuse all the noise you may hear in the background. My little girl is watching one of her educational videos, and after a while it gets very irritating. So okay, so now that we've laid that colour down, again I'm just going with that frog in the throat. I'm just going in with that fluffy brush and I'm just going to take it to the centre of the eye and just blend that out. So again, that colour is working into the light pink purple that we had already placed down on the eye. So everything is working really seamlessly. Now we're going to get started with more of your darker purples. I want to go right into the crease of that corner and I want to take quite a deep purple. So I'm thinking I'm going for either something like this one here or even something as deep as that. But I'm thinking probably I'm going to go for the deeper one, and we can always work the more vibrant ones in. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that colour there. Actually, I'm going to switch brushes up to be fair, because I like to get right into the crease. So this is like a flat edged brush. I just like getting into the crease. So again, what you're going to be doing is just going right in, pushing that into the crease. Just like so. And then again, you're just going to be using your blending out brush. Just like so. And you're going to be doing the same on the other side. Pick a little bit more of that colour up. Again, pushing in. Like so. So it kind of creates, as you can see, a line. And then you're just wanting to blend that in. It just gives a bit of depth to the eye, because on my eyelid I am going to be using a really shimmery colour, so you're wanting some depth for your outer corners and your wings. So now I'm going to go back in with that fluffy brush I was using to start this video, and I'm just going to go over that with more of a vibrant pop of colour. And I'm just going to bring that in on the lid, just like so. All the way along, I'm kind of creating 2-dimension with wings. So you've got your lighter colour and now your darker colour going on top. It just works really, really well, these colours all together. I mean, there's so much you can do with this palette. So again, just following that line that you've already created with that deeper purple, and you're just taking the more vibrant purple and you're placing that pretty much just on top. So you're following the line that you've already created with that deep purple, and you're just placing the more vibrant one on top. And again, just going in there because I just want to deepen that. And then again, on the other side, you want to deepen that. Now, I'm just going to take my fluffy brush again, and we're just going to sort of smoke that out a little. Just like that. I mean, it's looking really, really nice, even just at the moment. And to be honest, it just, you could get away with this every day. You can either really glam this up so that you've got a really nice evening look, or you could just leave it quite neutral and make it more of a smoky eye for the day. But me, I'm kind of going all glam out. Why not? Now we're going to get into the really pop, like really vibrant pop of colour, should I say. I'm kind of going to go for this top one here. So we've already kind of used this one, so I'm going to go for these ones here, a mixture of these, because I'm going to leave Brick, which is the shimmer one, for obviously the lid. So let's go in there now. brush am I going to use for this? I'm going to use a little dome brush, and I'm going to go in there with that really vibrant purple just down here. And we're going to just I'm just basically touching that and creating a little bit of a wing with that purple, and then I'm going to bring it in. And I'm just going to bring it just to create a little bit more definition with that curve. Just like so. Okay, so let's head in there with my fluffy brush again. I absolutely love this fluffy brush. I could do pretty much anything with it. So really pulling that in to the inner lid now. We're really pulling this pop of colour in. And again on this eye. Pull that right in. So you can kind of see what we're creating now. So again, just using my nice little fluffy brush, I'm going to just... Everybody has their own preference of brushes as well, what works for them, what doesn't. I have one fluffy brush that I absolutely love, which is this one here. I've actually got two similar. My other ones I've been washing, so they're not dry, obviously, ready to create this video. But this fluffy brush is just amazing, and it's also my round domed brush too, because this just gets you, it just lets you put the colour precisely where you want to put it. I just couldn't think of what I wanted to say there. So yeah, you get a lot of precision with that brush, and you can place the colour where you want to. And my big flat brush, I love that for getting into the crease, simply because you can create things like this where you just put the brush right in there. But again, you just use whatever brushes you've got and what you feel comfortable with. I mean, my brushes, the ones that I work for certain looks, probably won't work for someone else. So it's all down to trial and error and just seeing what works for you guys. Okay, so now we've kind of got a look going on. What I want to do now is take Brick, and Brick is this one here. So it's a really shimmery pop of colour. And I'm just going to be placing that all over the lid of my eye. And for that, I'm going to use a really flat brush. Now, you could use Brick wet or dry. I have done both. It just depends on the intensity level you want. And I like this flat edge brush because it lets you get right into that crease. That is looking really nice. So again, what I would do is just build this up to however you want. I've kind of just went right into the crease and just joined in with the dark. I will be taking my fluffy brush to obviously just blend those two colours together. It's just looking really nice. I mean, these colours are just fantastic. I mean, really. So all I'm doing is where I've placed the two colours together, I'm just sort of blending very, very slightly. All I want to do is make sure that those two colours are blending in together and they're not looking like two different entities on my eye. Okay, so that's us basically done the top area. Now what I'm going to do is take off this tape for you guys. So as you can see what that's created, now under here you've got all these bits here, which sometimes does happen with the tape. But all I generally do is, first of all, I am going under the eye with more colour. And if that doesn't work, I just take, when I'm applying my concealer, I just cover all that up. And as you can see, sometimes the tape does take off some of your foundation, but today's actually been quite a good day for me. It's not actually done much to it, which has been good. So I'm just liking how this look is coming together. It's just a really nice mix of colours. It's just, this palette is just amazing. Okay, so what I'm going to do for my under eye is I'm going to take a little bit of that more vibrant pop of colour, the vibrant purple we used, and I'm just going to be using a little brush like this just to go under my eye. So I'm just going to dip that brush in there. And I'm just dragging it along under the eye. I don't want this to be super, super crazy dark or super crazy purple. I want it to kind of just be a nice bit of colour going under the eye. Just like so, nothing too serious going under there. And then what I generally would do is, we'll just clean this off here, is I'm going to take this brush and just smoke it along. Just like so, so it creates just a little bit of depth under the eye as well. And then what I would do is also just take the same flat edge brush that I've just smoked out with, and I'm just going to place a pop of that shimmery brick just in the corner as well. Just kind of opens up the eye. And again, just placing that in the corner. So yeah, that is looking really, really nice now. So that is pretty much the look near enough completed. The only thing that I would do for this is put a little bit of eyeliner, but again, I would keep it more nude for an eyeliner, just because I don't want to close my eye off. Like I said, anything, if you're doing a really dark eye, sometimes having the black eyeliner in there looks amazing. But because I do have a small eye area, 9 times out of 10, I like to either, if I'm going a dark eye, I like to put a nude eyeliner on, because it just keeps my eye space open and makes me look more awake. Whereas if I'm closing it off with dark eyeliner, what can happen is the eye space goes from tiny to tiny, tiny. So I want to keep everything alive, fresh, and just looking fabby. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I am going to go and just finish off applying my mascara, liner, and just my concealer, and then I'm going to come back and show you how it looks finished. But basically this is the finished look, kind of what I had in the video. Just a really nice glam smoked purple eye. I just really like the colours and just really like how well they work together. So you hang on in there and I'll be back in just a second. Okay guys, so we're back with the completed look. I've just applied some Primark lip crayon and a little bit of my Primark lip lacquer on top just to add a little bit of gloss, and I'm wearing Benefit Rollerlash mascara and a little bit of nude liner from Primark. So yeah, it's just a really easy look to create. I really like this palette. I absolutely love it. I think it's a great value for money. £15 is just amazing for the amount of shadows you're getting. The shadows are just so pigmented and they're just really creamy. They work really well on the eye and blend out fantastic. And like I said, the amount of beautiful colours you're getting is just amazing, especially the more vibrant side. I mean, I love this bit. I also do really like all the neutrals and the mauvey purples that you've got going on. I absolutely adore that too. But just how vibrant these purples are and how well they work. Some people, and I know I was one of those, with a really bright colour like that, I got a little scared, thinking, oh my god, how am I going to work with this? But as you can see, it just works really, really well, and you can create some stunning, stunning looks. And the look I've got, you don't have to finish there even. If you wanted, you can add some gel liner to just give it a little bit of something else. You could also add, if you wanted to, some glitter just going around the top of your eye to sort of follow our wing that we have there. So the possibilities are endless for this palette, it really is, and the looks are endless. So I really hope, guys, you've enjoyed this video and enjoyed what I have created today, as I have loved using this palette. Every time I use it, I just absolutely love what I create. So if you've liked this video, you've liked what you saw, then give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do now, because it would help me out a ton. So until the next video, guys, you take care and we shall see you soon. Love you. Bye.